Hey, what's up, everyone? This is the result of some weird activity that was going on a moment ago, spraying and various other things. I took pictures of the results, of the aftermath of what they were doing, and it's like, oh, this is beautiful, right? It looks, oh, okay. There's Simba, by the way. um, it looks like, oh, it's just beautiful. Well, here's the thing. They were doing some sort of strange spraying, and so I decided that I was going to get my tablet out later and go back out and do some recording of what happened, of the results. Up in the hill where that cell tower's at and where the strange facility's at and all this stuff goes on, I was hearing noises. While I was walking the dog, I heard and like a spraying, and I thought, what are they doing up there? And I heard, and they were doing that for days, and they were doing it today as well. And lo and behold, the results, there were that right where they were doing all of that. These clouds came from right up out of that area, right up out of there, right from behind the hills. They came from right behind there, exactly where these sounds were coming from. Well, as I'm walking the dog, going for a walk, I take him part of the way down the road, and he stops, and I hear this loud thing over in the field. Now, that field is owned by someone else. It's someone's property. They shouldn't be allowed to just go in and spray the entire field with something, but they did. I hear them outside right now. They're going by spraying. They're doing something. And the guy got so ticked that I was out there. I mean, he got bloody mad. You could tell that he was angry. I mean, seriously though, he got so mad, and he just sat there like, am I going to just go on? So that he was hoping I would just go on and do my thing and leave. So I didn't have my phone. I said I wasn't bringing the phone. I should have, but I didn't. And I didn't bring the phone, the tablet. I brought nothing. I just had the dog and myself, and that was it. And so I walked back. I turned around and walked back to the house, but I stopped and watched to see what he was going to do. And then he got super ticked and just started the thing up. It had this huge silver titanium tank on the back of it. I would understand if it had, like if it was the Tennessee Highway Department, TDOT, or if it had the county or state tags. Jay Chris just posted. I'm going to have to watch that video soon. But if they had the Tennessee state tags, or if they had government license plate, but it was unmarked. It had no license plate, no information. It was just one of those cat things, like for trucking, things like that. It had this weird name on the side, on the very front. But it was one of those long tractor sprayers. Now, I understand they do spray for pesticides, but it had these long things. Here's the tractor, the thing, not the tractor. It wasn't a tractor. I don't know what it was, but it had a huge silver tank, right like that, a titanium tank, and then it had a sprayer, two sprayers that extended out way beyond on both sides, and it would spray, and then the dust would spray up, and then chemicals would start going up into the air. And all of what you see here is a result from those chemicals up in that holler or old road, dead end road. All of what you see is the result from what that drone was doing. You could hear, and you couldn't see the drone though, but you could hear it. I mean, I ought to have known the blue skies wouldn't last very long, but you could hear the drone, but you couldn't see it. You heard it rising out of the hill. Right. So let's see if I got a footage of where. Let's see, did I get footage of exactly the spot or not? I don't know if I did or not. Right up in there, okay. There's a barn across the road from us. It's not ours, but right through that area right there, beyond that, just beyond it to the right, where that cell tower is at. The cell tower is over that way. You could hear, and it was lifting upward, and it would spray. Couldn't see the spray, and you couldn't see the drone. It would just lift up, and then you could just hear it just fly on off and fly over. And they were watching me. They were so mad that I was out there. They were watching what I was doing. They were going to see if I was going to record. By the way, that looks like the eye of Horus right there. Looks like an eyeball, an eye. But they were watching me. They didn't like that I was out there. They didn't like it at all. But my question is, what were they doing? That's my question. What were they doing? Why was it so secretive? Why was it such a secret of what they were doing in the skies and in the area? Unless it's something that is not good, why would they be hiding it? That's my question. Why would they be Oh, and a brown butterfly, by the way. That's not a brown butterfly right there. I don't know what that is, but I took a screenshot anyway. A brown butterfly followed me the entire trip, and he landed on me and just kind of chilled with me. He followed me part of the trip. But here's the thing. I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something secretive. And they were doing something, and they did not like that I was there. And it's disturbed all of nature. The nature just does not like it at all. And whatever they're doing is not something helpful at all. It's not something good, in my opinion. Now, I don't know, that maybe they're spraying for pesticides. Now, that was a normal jet. That's what a jet should do. The one I pointed at there, just dissipate. That's what the exhaust fumes should do. But they killed our pine. Right there, as you can see, it's completely dead from what they did. But the point is that they're doing something completely secretive, and they're not telling what. It didn't have a county plate, it didn't have county tags, it didn't have a logo, a name for the county or state, and it was just they were spraying, and the guy in there was very frustrated that I was there. And then he went across the road. Then he went over there doing the same thing, and it was stirring up dust, and then spraying this chemical. And this chemical, it looked kind of like those things. You know those things that spray at Walmart? They spray the vegetables and everything, the fruit and vegetables. They'll spray in the frozen section. That's what it looked like, but it was like spraying a lot. Like, I mean, a dangerous amount. And it was just like, it would make everything like soaking wet, but yet mixing up dust at the same time, and then it was going into the air. And then where that drone was flying around, spraying our air. You couldn't even see the drone, but they were watching me. I got the feeling every time I go outside that they're doing that. Like I'm targeted. And some out there will say, oh, you're being paranoid. No, I'm not being paranoid. I'm being serious. Because I actually witnessed it. And they didn't like that I was out there when they were doing that. They didn't like that at all. But that's what just happened. And something's up. Anyway, peace. This is Documentation. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to leave a donation, would help us out, my link's below. I love you all so much. So much. I really do. The link is below if you'd like to show your love and support. And support the cause, because the smallest, from the smallest pennies to the smallest to largest, can help out more than you know. Just to show you care through a donation. I love you all, and something's definitely going on. Peace, and I hope to speak again soon.